Welcome to Sunday Afternoon Porch Sitting, where laid-back conversations come to life. I'm Will.
And I'm Ryan, and we're inviting you to join us as we unwind and explore the essence of life in each episode. Who installed a doorbell on the front porch?
What happened? When did we get a doorbell?
What is going on?
What?
Come on, is that Kick Nelly coming in today?
It might be.
No, it's not. He backed out on us.
Oh, no. What?
No.
He didn't. Did he really?
Unfortunately,
That's
he did.
so sad.
He said he's going out of the country. Is he going to, what country is he going to?
Bolivia?
Costa Rica?
Something. Austin.
Cote d'Azur?
Do it, lady.
Like Do it, lady.
On your birthday.
That's what he needs to be doing, is doing it, lady.
He does. What is this? What are we doing?
I don't know. What are we talking about today?
How long has it been?
Oh, man.
This has been a long hiatus. I bet people think we died.
About a week, maybe, and a half.
I think so. It's been a week since our last episode.
Success.
Yeah. Success. It's been about a week since our
Found
last
it.
episode.
Found it.
Last week we did our review of
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
Was it really last week?
It wasn't Goodfellas.
Was it really last week?
It will be last week.
Was it really?
That's when it
last-
came. That's when it came
the
out. It took
perspective
us.
of last week
Look,
is
Look, let's put a break on this for just a second. It took us so long to get back here because we got stopped on our way home while we were recording. We got arrested, and it took a while for that episode to come out
yeah,
because we had to go through court and legal fees and all sorts of stuff.
yeah.
Don't record while you're driving in a car with microphones.
Yeah, no doubt.
What was that pizza place called? It wasn't Goodfellas.
Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Sons.
Fortunate
I
Son
keep
Pizza.
calling it Goodfellas. I'm
such
going to
a
open
good
up a
place.
pizza place called Goodfellas because I keep doing that. Yeah, it was a good place. So it's been a week since we've been there. What's been going on?
Man, there's been a lot. I don't even know where to start.
Well, we got to start somewhere. Maybe we should have talked about that,
Talked about what?
where we were going to start.
Yeah,
What do you want to start with first?
Well, I was just kind of looking on, the
What was that?
Not not that, but
Do it, lady.
there was a man that died after being pulled into an MRI machine by a chain.
Oh, goodness.
How would you feel about that?
I heard about that. Well, I'm scared to death of MRIs.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, I had, I don't know, at least 15 MRIs done with my head,
yeah.
And every time they're like, no magnets. And I keep thinking, what if this is the time that I accidentally forgot that I had a
You
magnet in my
shoved a
pocket?
magnet up your nose or something like that.
Yeah. I thought you were going somewhere else. With that. Moving on.
Where did you think I was going?
Nothing.
It's really awkward
Nothing.
now.
You know?
Yeah. Success. Found it.
You did. Okay. Anyway, well, I mean, they're huge electromagnets.
Yeah.
Is how they work, right?
Yeah,
I can't believe that. Did he just was he in the room and they didn't check?
I guess. I don't know. That scares me though, because even when I get scans too, I got metal in my neck, and it's like, what if that is?
What if you're just walking by in the
What?
hospital and you go by the MRI room and it sucks you through two walls and
Yeah,
that's scary.
but mine doesn't even set TSA machines off like the
Yeah.
metal detectors.
It doesn't. Did you hear they're getting rid of the shoes, or where you don't have to take off your shoes?
I haven't had to do that in so
I
long.
knew you were going to say that.
It's called TSA pre-check.
Right.
Success.
Success. Yeah, they are doing away with taking off your shoes.
Yeah.
And
Why
also
don't you
saw
just
that
go
they're
ahead and get TSA pre-check?
because I don't fly enough to use it to make it worth it.
No,
I fly once a year, maybe. I haven't even flown this
Okay.
year.
and it's $85
For what?
for TSA pre-check.
For 1 year.
No,
right?
it's not for 1 year.
For your whole life?
It's either 5 or 10 years. It might
Yeah.
be 5.
No, I still don't fly enough to make it worth it.
I fly 3 times a year.
I'll go stand in line for the 30 minutes.
I fly 3 times a year. Do you think that's worth it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
do too.
fly once.
Because I really like just being able to walk through.
Sometimes I might fly twice a year. Like the time I went to Chicago twice.
Yeah.
But that was technically different calendar years. So, I don't know. They also are going to do something with liquids too, right?
I don't know about that.
I think they're taking away the liquid ban, that they're not going to, you don't have to measure it out or something anymore.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I saw something about that.
The liquid thing frustrates me because it's a little bit different in the U.S. than it is in England, like the U.K. Not, well, I know England's not in like the European Union, but.
Well, let's talk about something that, believe it or not, it feels like it has just exploded in popularity and in use since the last time we recorded.
TikTok.
No,
It came back.
it's always been there.
Back with a vengeance.
The use of AI videos,
yeah.
like the amount of AI videos. I know everybody listening to this that has watched any TikTok video whatsoever. It's even coming over into Instagram and Facebook now.
It's scary how real it is.
The Bigfoot
Yeah.
videos or the Pleasant Mart videos. Or, I mean,
If anybody from Pleasant Mart is listening and wants to sponsor this video, contact us at sapspodcast@gmail.com.
the one that we just watched before we recorded
There's a few of them that we don't need to talk
with
about.
Garth
Will.
Brooks
Just be
that it looks and sounds pretty
Garth
much just
Brooks.
like Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are going to be people,
You got to be careful with some of these, though.
I know,
Be
just like
careful.
these people
Be careful.
that have the picture of Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah.
hung up like he's Jesus Christ on their wall.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Have you not
That's so
seen that? Where the
blasphemous.
grandma thinks that it's Jesus Christ, and it's like, I don't have the heart to tell her that that's Obi-Wan Kenobi, because it actually is a picture of Ewan McGregor.
My granny
there.
would walk by that and look at it, and she was like, "Don't you make fun of my Lord like that." She would. She'd get mad.
Ryan?
Of course, you've heard me talk to my granny.
Oh my gosh.
Should we talk about what I asked her the last time we were on
I
the
don't know
phone?
if we can. I don't think we can. I just know that I called you back one day. I was playing Call of Duty with Strick, and you called, and I missed it. And as soon as I got done, I called you back, and you answered, but I could hear your grandma on the other line too. So we were in a three-way phone conversation with your grandma. I was like, I cannot believe you're doing this.
She was not finding my humor humorous. At the
When does she
moment.
ever find your humor humorous?
She doesn't, but she loves the attention.
Mm.
She loves the attention.
Wow.
Yeah.
So were you scared of AI? Like, not in
I'm
the sense
scared
of it
of
taking
what-
over, but in
I'm
sense.
scared of what it could do to my reputation. Like if somebody
Oh,
does something
yeah,
that scares me to death, because it's like, how do you defend some of that stuff?
right.
You know?
There has to be a way besides just looking at it and being like, no, that's definitely AI. I worry that it's going to become more of the fake propaganda type stuff. Like, we haven't really dealt with AI during an election yet. I mean, we did, but you know what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to know what's real and what's not real with that?
I think we're already kind of living in that without AI
think-
right now.
I think we kind of are too. You've got to you got to watch real close at like the fingers or
Yeah.
the
Are they walking through
Okay.
the counter or at the
Can we-
reception desk?
Can we segue to kind of this real
Are
quick?
they
A
opening the car door? Are they driving the car from the passenger
let's talk
seat?
about a recent event, okay? The flooding down in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So awful. Well, we can talk about it later. Just the devastation, and everything that's happened. We definitely send out our hearts and our prayers and everything to all those people. But all of these celebrities, quote unquote, that are sending money. Oh, this celebrity sent $50 million down to the relief fund for
Like
this.
Elon Musk.
And they showed up and helped clean and all that stuff. And it's like, no, some Green Bay Packer wide receiver that it's like has no roots to Texas or whatever. And so, I'm like looking at the photo, and they're showing him standing in the middle of this like intersection holding a case of water, but yet the people standing next to him, like this lady is holding 3 bottles of water, and you look at one of her hands and you're like, how's she holding that bottle? Like that, you're like, okay, this is definitely AI because of that. And the amount of people that are sharing it, like, oh, look how good this person, which, okay, if somebody does something good, yeah, share it. Great. But also it's like, I don't understand the point of that. Why are we sharing fake information like that?
I don't like them pivoting off a catastrophe.
No, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
can't
Like, how
stand
do you,
that. Like, how do you sleep at night?
yeah. How do you
Doing
say,
that.
you know what? I'm going to make up this story to make this person look good that I don't even know who they are. But, you know, I want to make them look good on this fake story.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you got
And
thoughts on that,
I
I want
bet-
you to email
I
us
bet
at
it's even-
podcast@gmail.com.
I bet it's not even a, hey, I'm going to make them look good. Hey, I'm going to make this person do something that is out of character or out of place for them. And I hope that it's not out of making fun of them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of times I think that's the motive behind what people do is they want to get a laugh out of it. And they're like, oh, well, maybe it'd be funny to do this in this situation. And I'm like, I witnessed the flooding in Tennessee, and I had personal connections with family on this. You know,
Yeah.
you got to witness this in a different capacity than even what I did, and I live in Texas. You know,
Right.
because you saw it firsthand down there. You know what it looked like afterwards.
Yeah, we our vacation was scheduled to begin on July 6th, which was a couple of days after when the flooding happened, and we were going down to Kerrville. We did go down to Kerrville, and our campsite was right there along the river, and luckily I don't think that they lost or had any fatalities at their campsite, but they did have a lot of damage and destruction. And Ryan, when I tell you, just seeing it in person, these huge cypress trees, I think is what they are, like huge trees knocked over, where you're like, oh, a tornado came through here. No, that was from floodwaters.
Mm-hmm.
Just the amount of damage. They were pulling up cars that had got, swept away in the floodwaters. They were pulling them out, having to dig them up and everything. And it looks like they were like they got hit by a train. Just the destruction, I don't know. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, it was so bad, like in Tennessee too, and I'm sure in these places, I don't know how close the cemeteries were to the water there, and I hadn't heard anything about coffins there, but I mean, the flooding in Tennessee was so bad that I was pulling coffins out of the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Didn't they deal with that when New Orleans, when all that happened too?
But a lot of their cemeteries are above ground, like they're,
Yeah.
because their water table's so high, I guess, but I don't know.
Right.
It's crazy.
Well, anyway, sorry to be talk about something so down and whatever, but it kind of drug me down that hole with the AI and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, let's talk about something ChatGPT does well. Like, you have questions on how to respond to an email. You're not exactly sure how to come up.
How to
It'll
build
give
a
you
resume.
ton of different
or
options. Yeah.
How to, respond with appropriate tone to somebody if you don't want
Right.
to sound like a jerk.
Hey, I need to build a lesson plan for the week. Help me out.
You know what my favorite feature on ChatGPT is?
What?
Like, I love the aspect that you can create what you want to create or get guidance on something based off of just talking to it. But I love the feature where you can actually talk to it.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It was a thing. You have a conversation with it.
Huh. So it's like your new best friend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I'll pull it up and see if I can bring it up here.
We should use ChatGPT to come up with some of our photos that, our social media posts that we make from time to time.
Yeah.
Though that's probably been even longer since our last episode. Folks, I just want to apologize. Life has just been really busy and really just hard for us to sit down and record. Like, I don't know, how did we do this in the beginning where we were doing it weekly?
Well, I just think we've had one kind of big life event after another that's kind of happened.
I guess so.
I mean, I don't want to say it was like back to back to back to back, but the minute we started sitting down to plan it, well, here's the next big thing.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I can.
Yeah, I don't know if I can, It's
What?
not funny, but it's like, I don't know. I don't even want to bring up bad times for you because I know it was a tough situation for you, but.
Are you talking about my dog?
Yeah.
that
It's
was
like
tough.
that happened. And then what was the next thing?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I mean, it was
either.
contest season, so
It was contest season, so that
But, I mean,
happened,
we
and it's
were
like,
still
bam,
recording.
cancer, bam, it's
Right.
like, well, okay,
Yeah.
let's go with it.
I don't think they know that.
No, but, it's just one of those deals, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty time consuming.
Do you want to talk about it?
If we can. It was
We almost had to put out a job posting for a podcast co-host.
it wasn't that bad,
You
thank
made it
goodness.
sound bad.
Well, I had to joke about it, I think, a little bit because that's my coping mechanism. But
You sent me the flowers you wanted.
But it was
Were they peonies or were they daffodils or
They're marigolds?
Marigolds. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, they're not peonies.
They're marigolds.
marigolds. No, yeah, like so. I mean, that happened, and that was pretty shocking. Like, I guess I'll make it real quick and stuff. We're not gonna go into a lot of detail about it, but I mean, it started out. Went to the doctor thinking I had like an ingrown hair or a hair follicle. Put some antibiotic cream on it, and they're like, if it doesn't get better in 3 days, take some antibiotics. These antibiotics here, and I took them 10 days worth, and it really didn't get better. And the spot grew on the back of my leg. Will didn't want to see it.
No, I didn't. But guess
But
what?
I sent it to you anyway.
You sent it to me anyway.
Yeah, and then I went to dermatologist thinking, oh well, maybe this is like skin cancer, like not that I'm making a lot of skin cancer because I know that's bad too, but then when I got the biopsy results back and they're like, oh, it's lymphoma, I'm like, oh, cool.
Now, okay,
and I started Google searching it, and that's where it went downhill.
So yeah, because you were pretty scared. We started talking about in the will what to say about your microphone and the mic stand. That I wasn't supposed to change it out for the church mic. Yeah. We were going to have a couple of friends on here to have them guest host and see how they did, and then let them know that way.
By the way, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is lymphoma?
Lymphoma is a cancer that is related to it's heavily associated with the lymph nodes, and it's also you have to see a hematologist, oncologist as well, because it can affect like white blood cell and stuff as well. It can be in the bone marrow. The definition of lymphoma, I need to look that up specifically. Somebody's screaming the answer on the podcast.
They're
right
yelling
now.
at us. It's Dolly Parton.
It's just it's a cancer of the lymphatic system is what the technical thing is, and it's the body's disease fighting network. But the thing about it is, like, the weird stuff, is I've got the Crohn's and the chronic pancreatitis, and you never think about the fine print with the medicine that they give you for those types of things, because it's like
the stuff they say really fast at the end.
Yeah, like it's an immune system suppressant that you have to take for some of that, and it's like it can cause cancer. Oh, yeah. No, it's not going to happen. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, in so many of the medicines, you almost have to have another medicine to deal with that side effect, and then another medicine to deal with that side effect.
Yeah.
Did you ask the doctors this time to just hit the reset button on you, see if that helps?
That was not a funny joke by Megan.
What?
Megan actually said, did I tell you about the first text message I sent her?
I think so, but I mean,
okay. So I sent her a picture of of where it started at.
I know she was pretty worried.
Yeah, because
she's in the medical field.
Because it grew exponentially, and folks, we're not talking about like a short process here. We're talking about 3 weeks time. It goes from something that looks like an ingrown hair to looking real nasty. And I'm talking about, like, I got up and I was walking out of my office, and I reached over to my pants leg and it was wet, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I looked down at my pants leg and it's just, nasty and disgusting. And so anyway, I sent my sister a picture and I'm like, is this cancer? And she was sitting there, she's like, shut up. She was like, quit being dramatic. She was like, it's probably just a cyst or something that's popped, And I sent her a picture and she was like, well, maybe not, but it's a reset button. Just look at it as a reset button. And so she was like, it's probably some just weird growth. And I was like, that's kind of like what cancer is, right? And she was sitting there and she was like, just go back to the doctor and get it checked out. So I went back to the doctor. They did an urgent referral for dermatology. They called me a week later after I did my biopsy for dermatology, because they got me in that Monday. That was a Thursday. They were closing on Fridays, and got me in Monday and did the biopsy. Got the biopsy results a week later. And then they called me and they're like, hey, we're going to, actually, like, we can't treat this. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I just want it removed. And they're like, well, I have to send you to an oncologist. I was like, oh, okay. Well, what's going on? They're like, well, it's lymphoma. I was like cancer? And they're like, yes. I was like, okay. So when am I going to see them? Well, they'll reach out to you. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was looking it up on Google, and folks,
don't do it.
Don't
do
not get on Google and start looking things up and catastrophizing things, because that I spent enough time doing that over the course of the week after that. So they called me like the next day and said, hey, we're going to get you in for a PET scan, before you see your oncologist and all this kind of stuff. And I think over the course of got diagnosed on May 28th, I believe was the date. And then I had it removed by, it was like June, 6th? 6th or 7th?
I don't remember exactly when.
Might have been the 12th,
early
maybe.
on, yeah.
So anyway, it was really quick. And so I go back in for my next PET scan. But going back to your MRIs, you were talking about it being scary for you because those are, real scary. And, my thing with the MRIs was like the noise, like the.
It sounds like you're in a culvert and that they've got different tools
running
outside,
at the same time,
and they're smacking the crap out of
Yes.
it. There's a guy with a sledgehammer, and then a jackhammer, and but hey, have you ever been? Okay, so my very first MRI was the best one, and it was all downhill from there. But the very first one I was in, they give you hearing protection. They put on the whatever. Anyway, this one had headphones, and he's like, "What kind of music you like to listen to?" And I was, a little 9-year-old kid back then. We listened to country, so I was like, "Country." And put it on the radio station, and I listened to that the whole time during the MRI. Did
calm you down pretty good.
Yeah,
I like it when they play music for that. I think the worst one I had was a PET scan. And it wasn't because of the machine. Like the markers on that biopsy that I had were positive for indicators of systemic disease. So not like just isolated in a certain spot, but like, it could have metastasized or whatever, that type. So I think the night before was the worst night because I was like, what if this is all over? I feel fine, but what if this is all over and I'm really not fine? Mm-hmm. And I just kept kind of thinking about that, and I don't know, I don't want to make a lot of the cancer thing. Like I said, I joke around about a lot of things all the time because that's just my nature and personality. I think I cope that way, but I'm not making a lot of these situations because, it was terrible having to go to the cancer center. And like my heart was like breaking for those people that were in there because it's like, I walked in and I'm looking around. I'm like, man, I don't feel sick. Like, I know these people probably feel a lot worse than I do, and they probably are not in the same, space or state that I'm in, and I don't know, it was crazy, but that PET scan though, like sitting there while they injected that dye in, you have to sit for an hour before you even have the scan, and that hour was the longest hour that I've ever waited my entire life. And I'm looking around, I'm like, oh gosh, okay, so how long is it going to take to get results back? And what's going to happen? What's going to take place? What's it going to say? I wanted to know right away. Now, the crazy thing is my sister is going through this whole cancer journey too, alongside me right now. And, luckily mine's been resolved and stuff like that. But she and I, we've been in two places with that too. She's waiting until her appointment next week to be able to find out, a little bit more about, things and processes. She had her PET scan last week. And so she's going to see what the results are next week. But I'm like, now, I want to know,
Yeah.
And she actually, like, on my chart, turned her notifications off so she didn't have to see until she goes to the doctor next week. So we're hoping and praying for the best for her with that because, mine was in my leg. Hers is actually in her neck. But
well, sometimes people are like, that's better.
It is, yeah, for some of them. And, the thing is, like, I'm going to try not to get emotional, but this was an emotional thing for me. Like, I keep going back to the joking around and messing around with people and like I'm carrying on with them. But, I told you about that lady that I met, at the cancer center when I was going to get blood work done. Mm-hmm. And, I just, in that moment, I don't know what made me think of, hey, I need to say something to this individual, but she looked at me and she smiled at me and like that kind of engaged and encouraged like a conversation. And I just leaned over to her and I said, hey, because, in this process, they take you back 5 at a time to do your blood work. You don't do it 1 at a time. There are 5 of you back there and all the phlebotomists come out and do their thing and, send you on your merry way. And so I just leaned over and I said, which chair is the lucky chair here? Because I'm going to let you have that one, And she looked at me and grabbed my arm and she just said, I don't think there's a lucky chair here, And I was like, why did I just say that, And she was like, is this your first time here? And I said, yeah. And she said, patted me on the arm. She said, well, She says, let me tell you something. She was like, you just keep in the back of your mind, like, we're all blessed and graced by God to be here in this very moment, this very time. So don't ever lose sight of that. And I was like, I freaking love you. You know, it's like, she was so sweet. And so anyway, I got up, walked out after they took my blood, and she says, hey, good luck with everything. And she says, I'll be praying for you. And I said, I'll be praying big for you too. And turned around and walked on. And I hope I see her again, you know, and talk to her. And I hope her journey's going well and stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy. But it's been removed. No evidence of metastasizing.
Yeah.
And then, I go back in October for my
For your like
PET scan
follow-up,
again, yeah.
like make sure everything
PET scan,
is,
make sure it hasn't relapsed or,
Yeah.
gone into it. Yeah.
nice.
All of it at
Yes.
once.
So
Yeah.
I think long story short,
All the time.
success. Success.
Or whenever you want. Yeah.
So let's talk about Chip.
I was gonna say
Let's
we
make the
need
transition here.
We need to
So-
talk
Do it,
about Chip.
lady.
Yeah. How
On your
about Chip?
birthday.
So I'm a little disappointed in you, Will, because you told me you didn't like Chip. You told me that you weren't a big fan of Jay Renshaw, and you told me that he wasn't that funny. And I think he's hilarious. I think this is the next Office.
Time out.
Yes.
When did I say this?
3 weeks ago.
I did not.
Let me look at my phone. I've got the text messages here.
No. It's because all the other videos you send me that I was just like, I just scroll past it. Don't even watch it.
There are some that are pretty funny.
No, but there's some that I just cannot stand to watch. But no, I don't watch every Chit video. There's some I do think, okay, hear me out on this. I do think that they take a little too long to get to the punchline or to get to the funny part or something. They kind of lose me because they do this, short video format on TikTok. I want to be laughing in 5 seconds or I'm going to scroll on. So that's what I kind of run into. But like, what was the first video that this guy did? Was it the, I can't even think what it was. It wasn't Do It Lady, but that's the one that kind of has become the popular one.
Okay, so ChatGPT says a few possible reasons why you wouldn't like Chit.
Oh
is
my gosh.
that cringe humor isn't for everyone. Like Chit's awkwardness, long stares, and odd catchphrases like
Kim-
"Do it, lady,"
Kim cannot
are intentionally cringy. And
do cringy.
Will might find it more uncomfortable than funny. Now, I do think you find that one TikTok video person that I send you over and over again pretty cringy.
I don't even know which one.
Oh, yes, you do.
Give me a hint.
Hey, baby, how are you? I've been thinking about you for a long time. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
know which one you're talking about now.
And then it says overexposure could be a thing. Like if Chip videos are flooding his feed or everyone around him keeps quoting it, you might be just over it.
I might be, but I'm not.
There's a sense of humor clash. This is probably
Do
it.
it, lady.
Chit's style is very niche. It's dry, absurd, and sometimes surreal. And you might prefer more traditional or witty humor instead of awkward or absurdist sketches. But I don't know because you're pretty awkward as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
And then there's secondhand embarrassment. Like Chit often creates awkward moments in the videos, which can trigger secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
A common reason why people dislike certain comedy styles.
Success.
Do you have secondhand embarrassment?
Yeah, I do sometimes. But
Give me an example.
okay, hold on. I actually like cringe comedy is something I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay. The Office has a lot of cringe moments, especially with Michael Scott. That's why Kim doesn't like to watch it. Then one of my favorite movies is Dinner for Schmucks.
Uh-huh.
Or is it Dinner with Schmucks?
4, I think.
4. Yeah, with Steve Carell, Paul Rudd. I love that movie. Kim hates it because of the cringe factor.
Yeah.
The not self-deprecating, but what is it? The
Self-defecating.
no, ooh, come on, no.
Did you do on yourself?
Gonna have to edit that one out.
Ooh, success. Found it.
The what's oh gosh, here we go. I can't think of what it's called, but basically the self-humiliating, but you're unaware that you're humiliating.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that.
I think you get secondhand embarrassment from being around some of your friends in your friend group.
No, sometimes you do embarrass me. My dad was that way, where he would do things and
Yeah.
it would just embarrass me.
What's
And
the
it still,
most
still happens?
What's the
sometimes, too.
most embarrassing thing that I have done that you can talk about on the podcast?
I don't, Ryan. There are so many that I can't even come up with one right now.
Top one or two.
I don't know. Like what's something that is embarrassing? I mean, how do I count? I mean, I don't know. It's got to be. It's got to be something where you made me uncomfortable in front of people.
My favorite form of comedy is to like make somebody think that I'm fixing to say something
Yes.
that they've shared with me in confidence.
Yes, that's
embarrassing.
that's not embarrassing to me. It just makes me mad at you. I start getting so mad at you.
I got one of your former coworkers pretty good that one time, like in front of his coworkers at marching contest,
What?
about the hair gel. Do you remember that?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh, you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Are you talking about not the Alamo Dome?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Found it.
What about that time I threw you under the bus when you're eating that barbecue sandwich you aren't supposed to be eating?
I feel like we've talked about that on the podcast.
We probably have.
Because you ate a barbecue sandwich before me.
Yeah. Success.
So you admit it. Because you've always said you didn't, but I know you did. Because you're the one that told me to eat that sandwich. And now every time we get served lunch down there,
But it didn't really
Will
count.
make sure that you don't eat that
But
sandwich.
it didn't really count because I replaced it.
I will say,
with the
do
ham
you remember when they
sandwich.
fed us pizza for lunch?
Yes.
Like, I actually liked that better than some of the meal, better than the, what is the chicken fajita corn salsa,
Oh, yeah.
that thing
The burrito bowl.
they always feed us. And I'm like, ugh.
I've
'Cause it
learned how to
tastes
make
okay,
it better.
but it's not a good result.
But I'm even like, I don't know. I hope Quebec Renz is not listening. But there are some of the food that's delivered downstairs sometimes that I think is a little bit better than some of the other food,
No, I mean, you're not lying.
you know?
I mean, it's catered food.
It is.
That's all you have to say is
It is.
because when you do mass catered food like this,
It's got to be
the
fast
quality-
and quick. And yeah.
the quality is not, it's not steaks and ribeyes and all that. Sometimes I'd like to just have the chicken strips and
It's beef
tater
tips and
tots and
chuck roast.
Oh Lord, I came across. Okay, this has nothing to do with anything. Oh, it kind of does, but I came across this TikTok video of this guy. He's got a barbecue restaurant up in Colorado.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to see good brisket? This is some Texas brisket here, and he starts cutting into it. And Ryan, I'm telling you, it looks like he's having to put his weight down on this knife as it slices through.
Yeah.
But it looks like a huge steak. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still like pink, and I'm like,
Success.
dude, you cook this to maybe 150 or something like that is shoe leather. All these people ripping him through the comments. I just asked him, like, hey, what kind of knives are those, and how'd you get them so sharp? Because I mean, he did cut right through it, but he had anyway.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about and all that. So let's change the subject.
So Chet,
yeah,
on a scale of 1 to 10,
8
what's the funniest episode that you've watched with Chet?
with Chit. Probably the one I can make it all the way through. The Do It Lady.
Do it, lady.
Do It Lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when they scared Janice too.
With the face. The,
Got her. Got her.
Got her. Yeah, that is funny when he does that.
What about
Yeah.
the truth or dare?
I hadn't watched that episode yet. I hadn't found it. Hadn't come across.
I'll show it to you.
Okay. I know you will.
Actually, you want to watch it?
No, we're not going to watch it now. We need to
Since
pre-screen
you haven't
it.
seen it, we'll do a live reaction.
Do we need to pre-screen it? Are you sure? I don't know. We may get if we hadn't got canceled yet. What does your phone keep doing that for?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to fill in a little bit by talking. So this has actually been one of the milder summers that we've had
Yeah.
in about 17
ready?
years. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Is it going to start?
Yeah.
Where?
Hey, Chet.
Yeah.
Truth or dare?
There.
Ooh. Okay, what can we do at work? How about... Okay, I dare you to go into Peter's office and tell him, God damn it!
Tell him what?
Why are you naked?
Dared myself.
Shit, what?
Dared myself.
Wanted to get the ball rolling.
Okay, put your clothes on.
Is that a dare?
Yeah, sure, it's a dare. I dare you to put your clothes on.
When?
God. Okay, Sam, it's your turn. I know. Truth or dare?
What was all that yelling?
Oh, hey, Linda.
Yeah.
Hey.
Playing a little truth or dare.
Ooh, I want to play.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
So anyway, I'm not going to play all of it.
We have to edit that out.
Probably.
Oh God.
But what was your initial reaction?
Um, where did this guy come from?
I don't know.
How did
But-
they come up with this character?
One of my coworkers recommended that I go watch the new Chit video. Okay.
Okay.
So I decided to watch it when I was at the gym, and I had my phone sitting on the elliptical machine. And when that part came up, I'm like grabbing my phone because I'm like, these people are gonna think I'm freaks for watching a video with the guy doing this. I was so embarrassed.
Oh my goodness.
I was at Crunch Fitness.
Yeah.
That's why I've been going to Planet Fitness lately, because I was embarrassed. But if anybody at Crunch Fitness is interested in sponsoring this podcast, email us at sapspodcast@gmail.com.
So you know how I believe that things happen in cycles.
For a reason.
No, I just think that we're stuck in a continuous cycle.
For a reason.
No, I just think we're stuck in a cycle.
For a purpose.
Sure, whatever. Let's move on. You know, you had the 70s. Of course, I don't know how to go back before that, but I'm just using this as an example.
I would read
When
a
we got-
history book.
When we got to the 90s, the 70s were kind of popular, whatever. Well, here we are now, and it's like we're in the 2020s, and I feel like we're going back to the 90s with some things.
Like
As far as entertainment and styles and stuff like that go. Okay. Look, mullets are real popular, right?
Mhm.
And maybe in the early 90s in the redneck culture, mullets were popular.
Yeah.
You look at okay, what's coming out like this weekend
Superman.
on Netflix?
Stranger Things is November 26th.
Yeah, but there's a movie coming out on Netflix Saturday. Happy Gilmore
Grease.
too, from the 90s, right?
Oh.
What's coming out on Hulu pretty soon? King of the Hill. Like
Cool.
yeah. I mean, speaking of Stranger Things, when does it occur? Or when does it take place?
80s.
Yeah.
Success.
Success. Anyway. I don't know, but I do kind of think that we live in this
Do you
It's,
feel like
it's
baseball
almost like
cards are making a
100
return?
it's almost like 100-year cycle. I do, and I feel like we're going right back to the junk wax era.
Yeah.
I think we're right on the verge of it. I think they're
What
mass
about-
producing, overproducing it, and the cost of them are getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
So much that it's going to burst the market and they're going to be worthless again.
What about the Garbage Pail Kids?
What about them?
You think that's going to return?
I mean, they already have they started making them again.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got an original collection.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Those might be worth something, actually. No, I'm not kidding with you.
No, I'm being serious.
I see this guy I like to watch on Whatnot. He sells those every time he has those on there. Each card goes for like $9 or $10. So,
What do people sell on there that make money?
all right, let's talk about Whatnot. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Everything. Did I show you my drone that I bought?
No.
It's
Did you
it's
use
basically
Did you use your Whatnot money to purchase it?
No. It says on the box MSRP $299. I know it's not. I paid with tax and shipping and everything. I paid $26.
Is it worth it?
Does it fly? Yes.
Is the camera quality good?
No. No, it's pretty. The camera quality is pretty bad on it. But does it fly? Yes, that's really why I got it. Not to take photos or videos or anything, but just to kind of fly it.
You keep looking over there, and I'm like,
because I
where's
thought
at?
it was still in there and it's not. I forgot I moved it. That's why I was looking over there. Sorry. But Whatnot is a short auction site where the auction can be as short as 3 seconds.
How much do you make?
As long as 3 minutes.
What percentage?
There's some people that make a lot of money, but there's a lot of like resellers where, I mean, that's basically what eBay is. Go into Goodwill and you can go through there and start pulling from the racks and everything, post it up on eBay. And, you know, you may have bought it from Goodwill. You buy a pair of Air Jordans at Goodwill for, I don't know, $20, and you could clean them up a little bit, sell them on eBay for probably like $170 or something. I'm just, you know, coming up with a theoretical, not
Success.
thing. Anyway,
I've got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. So should I
has those things too, where they've got these sellers where it's like, you know, hey, this is an open box iPad that we're selling, you know, and they're trying to sell it for, you know, however much, and it's a quick auction, so it kind of adds pressure to it. So it's kind of dangerous, honestly, if you aren't in control of your finances, you know, and you're like, oh, but this is that, and then, you know, this is that much, and oh, it's only that, I can get it for that much, and then before you know it, you spent like $500 on the thing, and you're like, what's going on? But sports cards are now on that too.
What about fishing tackle?
Fishing tackle is on there.
I've got some I need to get rid of.
You could probably sell it on there. I'm being completely serious. You could probably sell it on there.
So how do you get more people to join?
I see. That's what I don't know. It's just like going viral on TikTok or going viral on YouTube or going viral on a podcast. You know, I don't know how to do
figured
it.
that out quite yet.
No, we haven't. We've got our listeners that are loyal.
Can you hear that?
I can't. It's going in your headphones. That's why. You playing some stand harp.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but apparently a lot of my friends, I get them on Whatnot, and they start blaming me when they start spending money, because some of these streams, especially on sports cards, they do free giveaways.
Yeah.
And like you win a giveaway, and then all of a sudden you look down and you see that your shipping is free, or it's 30 something cents, and you're like, oh, well, let me just buy this one card. And then it says free shipping because you reached the max shipping on there. Like, oh, well, let me buy this card. Anyway.
Yeah.
I've started, okay, you know, I think we brought this up on the podcast that I'm back into sports cards and buying, selling, trading sports cards. And one way that I'm selling cards is on Whatnot. And it started out pretty good, but now it's gotten to where I think I've sold more cards on eBay than I have on Whatnot.
Huh.
So
when I get in here and I want to do like a sell, do I have to wait a certain amount of time before I start selling?
No. You can do it right then. Are you trying to do one right now?
I was just thinking about how I'm going to
I was going to say, let me send you a link, a seller's link. Oh, no, you'd have to create a new account.
I'm not creating a new account.
Well, I was going to try to send you a seller's link so that I can
You
get
already got
money,
$15 off of me.
so that I can get money also from it.
Do you get like legit money from people like me purchasing that with Whatnot bucks?
Okay, so Whatnot takes a fee. They charge you 30 cents for every transaction. So if I sold a card to you for $1, okay, you bought the card for $1, they charged you taxes, they charged you shipping, and whatever I set up as shipping. For my thing, if you buy one card, it's usually coming in a plain white envelope.
So you don't have to pay for shipping?
I don't know. I put it on the buyer. I could if I selected that, but I don't sell enough, or I don't have the inventory to make it worthwhile for me to do that. Like I'm going to be out money. And the whole point is for me to at least move the inventory and break even instead of, you know, whatever. So if I sell that $1 card to you, you paid for that one card after taxes and after shipping. You probably, because they add shipping onto it. So $1 and then the 78 cents that it costs to do that, then they add on tax from that, not from the dollar. So then you're looking at, let's say $1.95 that you spent to buy that $1 card. Okay. What do I get from it? Well, they take that $1, they deduct the 30 cents, that transaction fee of 30 cents. And then on top of that, they charge, I think it's a 13% fee on however much the final sale was. So at the end of the day, that $1 card that I sold you that you paid $1.95 for, I only made 52 cents. Now the post office gets 78 cents of that. Government gets whatever sales tax. Because the other thing, I pay a tax on that too, because I think there's a 13% fee, the 30 cents that they charge, plus tax on my end too. So there was one time I sold a card for $1 and I got 2 cents back from it.
Do those percents go down?
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I sold a card for $1, and after the fees and shipping and all that stuff, somehow I ended up paying whatnot 2 cents as the seller. I don't know.
Does that percentage change the more you sell?
No. So what makes it better, like the most recent shows that I've done with the wheel spins, if you can spend $5, you're still getting those 5 cards from me. You're still paying the same shipping for it, unless you win like that slab. I had to change the shipping for that, but it doesn't affect you because I'm allowed to do so many every so often where I can change it, the weight. So if I get you to spin the wheel 5 times, now you're paying $6 and something for that, and I'm making just over $4 from that. So it makes more sense for both of us in that standpoint. Whereas if you just, paid $1, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Whereas like on eBay, if I'm selling a $5 card, from eBay, I'm probably only getting back like maybe half of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's gotten to be where I was just curious on eBay. I put up a card at 1 penny for an auction, and somebody bought it for 1 penny, and I was like, cool. So at the end of this, how much money do I still pay? Yeah, I paid 48 cents for that person. I gave them the card and paid them 48 cents.
Unknown caller. I do not know who this is.
Answer it.
Not on here.
Hello.
Hello. It's Congressman Moran.
Oh God, that means I'm probably gonna get a call from him soon too.
Yeah, that kind of scared me.
Yeah, was that the Wabash?
No.
Cannonball. What song is that?
It's Rocky Top.
Oh, okay.
It's the beginning of it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. All right, I'll have to edit some of that out.
Yeah, it's
there
kind
was
of
some dead time. Yeah, it was.
Well, what else we got to talk about tonight? It's almost getting to the sunset here.
It almost is. Sun's getting low.
Yeah.
I'm making pizza tonight.
Yeah. Well, we'll be about ready to round this down and go check the pizza.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm doing New York style on the pizza oven outside. Have I made a pizza for you on the pizza oven?
No.
It's only been like my pizza stone in the
yeah,
oven.
Yeah.
What we did Detroit style, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did
New Haven.
No, I didn't do New Haven.
Yes, you did.
Inside?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't do it inside.
Yes, you did.
I thought I did. I know
you were out of gas.
I did Chicago Tavern. You're right. I was out of gas, so I had to do it inside. That's right. Yeah, that didn't turn out good.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Well, as the sun sets on another Sunday afternoon porch sitting, we appreciate you and sharing this laid back journey with us.
Until next time, stay relaxed and enjoy the simple moments.
I'm surprised.
I can't believe we remembered it. Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.